You know, they say the tiger is supposed to be brave, confident, and competitive. Well, you need a lot of that in 2020. Stay tuned to find out. So they say the tiger is brave, confident, and competitive. These are obviously the good nature of a tiger. But you know, on the negative side, for tigers, sometimes they can be overindulgent, impetuous, and irritable. Now you got to watch out for these characteristics a little more in 2020, because in 2020 there's one good sign for the tiger, and that's called the sky horse. Now there's a lot of good stuff for this one star. You know, some people are extremely calculated. They go, shit, there's only one star, I'm not happy with this. Listen, I didn't make this stuff, all right? It's just that this is the allocation, the star position, right? So somebody say, no, I don't believe this shit. Doesn't matter whether you believe or not, this is energy. You will feel it this year. It's a question of whether you're aware of it. If you're aware of it, then you can benefit from it. Awareness or consciousness is a big word these days. The more conscious you are of the positive aspects, the more opportunities you can get. The less conscious, then you have to be stuck with the same old problem. And if you have a problematic year before, you might have a problematic year this year as well, okay? Now, let's go back to Sky Horse. Sky Horse in 2020 denotes the possibility, back in those days, it's about traveling and making money, okay? Now, of course, today it's a little bit different because everybody can fly right now. It means that in 2020, there's opportunity to expand your business, grow your network, grow your connection. Listen, 2020 overall is generally around the world. There's a lot of challenges, problems, and especially in the financial climate. Okay, so we already know that it's coming. It's all these challenges is on the way. One of the ways to actually excel in a downward environment is to have the right type of connections. So with the Sky Horse, go out, meet people, join new communities, build your own tribe, form your own gang. Right? This is important. Some of you might say, you know what? I'm a loner. I don't talk to people. Then you're saying you want to enhance more of the negative and less of the positive. This is an opportunity. When you meet with a group of people, you take the lead, you form your own culture, you build your culture, you can form a great business, you can form a good team. Things get done. You know, you can make more money, you actually get connected, you have more friends, you become happier. Skyhorse is good for that, right? It doesn't always mean traveling to a different country. It means being in a different environment. That's what the Skyhorse basically means. Okay, so use this star to the max and you will get a lot of good opportunities coming your way. Now, conversely, if you're someone that is maybe very self-centered and someone who disbelieves everything, whatever people say to you, you question everything in your life, you're basically a pessimistic person, then you have this, okay? This is called the solitary star. More of these will be enhanced. Solitary basically, it's a little bit lonesome. It means you depend on yourself. Now, some people depend on themselves is great, all right? But for the majority of the people, sometimes, you know, they will say this, oh, I'm miserable because of you, you said this, you said that, it's all because of you. But when that person is not around and they're with themselves for about 3 days and they still feel miserable, that means you are in bad company. It is because of this particular star. So you gotta basically make use of the positive. Skyhorse, go out, connect and talk to people instead of being at home and be with yourself too much, because the conversation internally doesn't seem like a very good conversation, okay? So how do you change the internal conversation? Quite simple. Be with people who actually have positive conversations. Your Skyhorse can help you with that, right? If you're with the solitary star, your internal conversation sometimes might drive you on a downward spiral. That's when you feel pain. Now listen, 90% of the pain that we are feeling right now as human beings are not even physical. It's mostly mental or emotional, okay? It's only maybe 10% or even less that is actually physical. Most people don't suffer physical pain these days. This star is more internal. So you gotta watch for that sort of conversations that might affect you. And then you have this star called the funeral door. Back in those days, funeral door basically means they say, hey, you got this star, you cannot go to any funerals because, you know, evil spirit might actually possess you. That's because people don't understand that back in those days, it's not hygienic, right? You go to a lot of funerals, they don't have the proper care and stuff, and so there are a lot of virus and a lot of people and a lot of disease and shit, right? So what it means is your immune system might be a little bit weak this year. Pay attention to that. Your immune system may be on a body level, maybe your veins are painful, your back pain and leg pain or some other pain. If the body gives you a sign of pain, go and check it out. Do some scans, fix it while your body gives a message. It means do something about it. Don't say, oh, I'm going to withstand this pain. Solitary, right? Got this conversation and this pain will go by itself. Sometimes pain is a sign that things need fixing. That's all it is, okay? So do something. Now, on the spiritual side, these two stars. Now, these are not considered a positive energy, but in the spiritual world, there's not really positive and negative. There's only important lessons to learn. The source energy, based on the specific time of transition, is called the Punisher. Okay, what does that mean? Punisher basically means, in layman's term, it means karma. Okay, it means karma. Karma basically means the results of your actions. That's all it means. So some things that you probably have done in the year before, or things that you have not done, or things that you've done to other people, and etc., in 2020, there are important lessons to learn. That's a nice way of saying, there's shit they need to deal with, right? Well, deal with it, because that's the pain that we talked about. If you're not going to deal with it, trying to sweep it away, this is not important, then it will punish you mentally or emotionally, okay? Because internally, there's always a thing of guilt that might go on, or internally that you might feel that you might have, this is not the best I could be. There's something. Sky horse means I want to go out, grow, and see the world and expand. But on this side, you're saying, hey, I don't think I'm worthy to do it. There's this problem, I have this, I have that, or I'm entitled to this, entitled to that. That's going to have a lot of pain internally. And finally, in terms of horary star, that's called the disruptors. That disruptor means, in terms of change, it could be quite abrupt. It could be a change in your environment. There could be a change in terms of the people. It could be a change in terms of the way you do something. It could be a change in form of your relationship with other people. Now, some people say, oh, that means I'll have a breakup. Well, that is a change too, but the change may not always be bad, because sometimes something needs to disrupt for good things to come in. So if you look at 2020 and you wanted to have more positive things, all you have to do is focus on going out, meeting people, changing your environment so you're disrupting it in a positive way and reconnecting. Learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn, how to move on, build greater relationships, serve other people. That way, 2020 will be fantastic. But let's say you do same old, meaning I'm just going to stay alone and figure this shit out. And then there'll be a lot of punishment, because internally there's a lot of pain, emotionally there's a lot of pain, and then things start changing and you say, shit, why are they changing? I'm not even changing, they're changing, I'm not happy with this. Then you're going to feel that's the power of that solitary star. So you have to take action. You see, in astrology, it's so important to understand these are elements and energy available to you. But if you do nothing with it, doing nothing is also an activity by itself, okay? Then more of the negative might actually emerge instead of the positive. But if you consciously means be aware. You're aware of this and you move yourself towards the positive, like you design your destiny, then you will get a year, 2020 will be fantastic for you with the tiger in your chart. Now let's go deeper into astrology, shall we? Now, go to joeyup.com/2020. You see it on the screen or on the comment section right now. You need to go on to this page to key in your date and time of birth and plot your full destiny chart, okay? Once you plot the full destiny chart, you will know whether the tiger is on the year, month, day, or hour. You actually have these 4 columns in your destiny chart, and you actually have 4 animal signs, okay? You read it now, you say, I don't know how to read it. Listen, come on, all right? This is not that difficult. You can see it either in Chinese or actually in English. It's written there, okay? So if you see the tiger right here, it will say tiger. In case you can't read Chinese, it says tiger. Or you can read the Chinese, it's actually in red. Tiger in the year means amongst your friends, amongst your network, amongst the people that you know, in your industry itself, there's a lot of movement. So in your work, you might be required to travel a lot. You might need to go on international assignments. You need to actually go out and do pitching, do sales, because that's what the traveling star means. Going out to actually connect with others, doing business discussions, moving a lot. Okay, so sometimes you can interpret that as a busy year, all right? Or you can interpret that as a fun year. Listen, there's one word that you can write down, okay? Will your life in 2020 be an adventure because of Sky Horse, or will it be an ordeal because it's troublesome for you? Because some people it's troublesome, right? Oh, I got kids, I can't travel and shit. Because you already make up your mind that it's going to be an ordeal. No, because if you think, hey, even I have kids right now, it might be a little bit difficult, but the adventure that I can create for myself and for my family is worth it. This memory, this comes only once in a lifetime. I want to create the best ever. Then it becomes an adventure. Okay, so you have an opportunity for that this year. Choose between, write this down, choose between adventure or ordeal. All right, next, if the tiger is in the month, this represents your work, your job scope. That could be a change. Remember disruptor? Disruptor basically means the nature of your work might change. You may say, no, I actually signed up for this type of job role. Well, the industry has changed. Maybe your roles have changed. Maybe the customer's needs have changed. And if you're not going to go with it, there'll be punishment, all right? There'll be a lot of pain and struggle. Don't resist it. Find out, be flexible, be like water. Once you're adaptable, you will be good, okay? And of course, going out to meet people, doing sales has more advantage than sitting behind the computer and just typing shit, okay? Now you say, but I'm just a housewife. What should I do? Well, if you're a housewife, that means you have a lot of time to connect. You say, can't go out, I've got kids at home. You know, these days you don't have to freaking go out. There's such a thing called Skype and Facebook and stuff. You actually connect with people, talk. It's all about building a community of trusted friends and people around you. Do that, your life changed for the better, okay? So there's an opportunity for that. Now, how about Tiger in the day? Now, Tiger in the day is quite interesting because this represents your spouse. Your spouse might be traveling a lot this year, which now don't think of it as negative. If he or she travels a lot this year, tell yourself, wow, I got more time to do my own shit, right? So, or the solitary star might kick in and that person needs a lot of personal space, okay? So your wife or your husband need a lot of personal space. Please don't go and invade their personal space, okay? Some people are like, what are you thinking? And then the person say, no, I'm not thinking about anything. No, you gotta be thinking of something. You can't be thinking of nothing. Then you start vexing that person out. That's gonna be a problem. Leave that person alone because your chart shows that your relationship requires some distance, a bit of space. Not physically, but actually emotionally and mentally. Don't question, and then the other person just got vexed out. Don't do that, okay? Don't go look at his or her phone. Don't go and check his details. Don't spy on him or her. Leave, okay? Now, if you're not that sort of person, that's fine. If you're that sort of person, please learn to control yourself because otherwise, that implies a disruptor and a punisher will kick in and that might actually, destroy the relationship. So remember, look inwards, not outwards. All right, the hour. If the Tiger appears in the hour column, it indicates your thoughts, your ambitions is changing this year. Now, please be okay with this. A lot of times people say, no, I can't change my goals, this is what I want in life. Listen, what you want 2 years ago, 5 years ago is very different than what you want right now or what you need right now. Things change because environment change, people change, your needs also change. So be okay with formulating a new dream, new goal, new desire. It's time to do that anyway. The same old doesn't work. Now, if you're unwilling to let go of the old and keep hanging on to the past, what will happen? Well, you have the Punisher this year. Spiritually, you'll learn big lessons. There'll be pain. Your pain is a result of the wrong direction of the desire. Some people say, oh, spiritual means you have to have no desire. That's bullshit. The fact that you want to have spiritual enlightenment is a desire. The fact that you want to go and have dinner with friends is a desire. The fact that you want to become a better human being is a desire. You gotta have desires in life to live. Your life itself is a whole form of desire. The question is it directed or non-directed? Wrong direction of desire, pain. Right direction of desire, growth. That's what you need. So I'm saying disrupt yourself in the form of what you're thinking and what you desire truly in life. Once you gain that clarity, 2020 will be a fantastic year for you to make that happen. So there you go. This is the entire forecast for 2020 for those born with a tiger in the chart. If you want to know more and if you want to know about the other 12 animal signs that may be in your destiny chart, you need to go on to joviup.com/2020 to key in your chart, download the notes, watch the other videos. And please, I need to ask you for a favor. Please click on the share button and share this with all your friends. And if you're watching this on my channel, please click on the subscribe button and the notification button. Costs you nothing to do that, but it sure makes me and my team truly, truly happy. So thank you so much for watching and have a great year.